Okay, I don't want to be a drama queen or anything, but I'm giving my life and my energy. I'm surrendering myself to my creative genius. What does that mean? Watch my videos and find out. I don't know. It means being really nervous about what you're about to share with your community and thinking that everything's just gone to shit, so you might as well be yourself at this point. So yeah, I write songs and I like writing songs, and I also am very passionate about witnessing the life that I can have next, because I feel like, I feel like there's a rhythm to life where I'm visualizing and then I do the work in the physical world that matches with that vision. And then once the work is complete, it's like then the vision is done. Kind of like gardening. You have a vision of certain plants that you want, and then you find the seeds, and then you plant the seeds, and then you're taking care of that plant, and then it's like full circle when like the physical world that you see with your eyes is matching the inner world that you saw with your mind. And that's been happening to me for a very long time, ever since I learned that my thoughts create my reality, and I started thinking more intentionally and consciously. And I've done a lot of really cool things, had amazing different careers. I've been a art consultant, like a fine art consultant, selling pieces of art that are worth like $20,000 or more. Beautiful pieces of art. I've been a personal trainer. I've been a spiritual guide. I've been an intuitive tarot reader. I'm being a songwriter now. Like, all the things I get to be, I'm truly like overwhelmed with anger, honestly, because so many people say that it's not possible to be multiple things, that like you choose one thing, you do that thing until you want to retire. Like, angry about that, because that is such a lie. And I went to college, did not want to be there the whole entire time, depressed the entire time, but completed my degree because my parents wanted that more than anything, and I didn't want to let them down. So I did that for them. And I feel like my freedom, I don't know when it really started, because like that sucked and I went through a really hard time, but then someone bought me while I was waitressing, someone that was sitting at one of my tables. I was their waitress, and they decided to buy me this $300 meditation course, like this whole guided experience. And I did that course, and I became so happy to be alive, and I learned so much. And then I started buying other courses and learning more things. I bought a course that talked all about talking in the mirror and saying what you want to experience. So like, I want to experience $1 million. I want to experience complete financial freedom. I want to experience true love in my relationship. Like things like that, where you're like actually speaking about what you want and actually claiming it for yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure the course actually said another thing. And I just made my own guide that I'm really excited to launch. It's not done yet. I still have more work to do on it, but I put together a lot of things that I've learned into a guide, and it's created by me, and it's really exciting. But yeah, after I did that course, things got really better. This was after college, and this was when I was revisiting my true dream, and my true dream at that time was to become a personal trainer, and I didn't think that was possible. And my father did not approve of me becoming a personal trainer, so that was like a huge block for me. I always want to make my parents happy and do what's right in their eyes. So like, becoming a personal trainer was like a wrong thing to do. Becoming a YouTuber was the wrong thing to do in my mom's eyes, and like, it really, it was hard. But because I experienced depression, I realized I can't keep trying to make these people happy, and they're actually not even happy when I do what they tell me to do. Like, it was impossible to actually make them happy. And I was trying really hard and it was making me unhappy. I was like, what if I just try to make me happy? And so I did become a personal trainer. And my parents ended up being happy for me, I guess, in their own weird way. And I also wanted to become a business owner. So after a whole year of being a personal trainer, I also wanted to become an author. So I published a book. That was cool. Then I wanted to become a business owner. So I did. I quit my job. I became a business owner. Then I wanted to become a digital nomad. I failed at that. There's a whole long story with that, but I ended up spending 2 weeks in Mexico and then needing to come back to Florida, back to my hometown, needing to stay with my parents for a couple weeks to figure shit out. They were not happy about that. They were screaming and yelling at me, telling me I'm in rock bottom. And I was like, no, this is blank canvas. Blank canvas is when everything is stripped away from you and you have nothing. And it's a gift because now you have a blank canvas. So, like, there's nothing blocking you from drawing something completely unique and new. If you had stuff and you had stuff going on, like a job and a family and cars and all this stuff that prevents you from doing stuff, you would have to paint over it. It would be messy. I had a blank canvas and I was overjoyed, but they were like, you're at rock bottom. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your perspective anymore. It keeps making me sad. Stop. So I really had to do what a girl does. She goes and moves in with this person. I didn't really know this person very well, but they were offering me a place to stay, and I did it. And it was great for a little bit. And then from there, I pictured myself working at an art gallery. I wanted to sell some fine art. And that was a whole long, complicated journey that had a couple little detours, but I ended up doing it. I ended up doing exactly what I wanted to do. And then did that for like 3 months. Had a massive, horrible argument with my mom that really put me into one of the worst negative spirals I've ever had in my life. And after that argument with her, after that conversation with her, that completely broke my heart and made me feel so misunderstood and so like an outsider and so wrong for the world. I quit my job out of nowhere and really struggled for a while with what I'm supposed to do and went into depression again. And it was really difficult. And I had some new people come into my life that really helped me. You know who you are. You lifted me up. You supported me. And it was really wonderful, really beautiful. And I started making YouTube videos. I would make one every day. And I started to claim that I was a full-time artist. And I started to sell my poetry. And I started to sell art that I made. And that was really cool and fun. And then I decided, after New Year's Eve, I decided to sell all my things and book a flight to France and take a backpack and a suitcase and just go. Because I was still pretty depressed at that point, and I was like, if I'm going to be depressed, I might as well be depressed in France. And being depressed in France is really difficult to do. I was really happy in France and had a great time. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. Now, I'm really happy that I made this video. I'm happy that I was able to let all of that out, because it does live in my mind, and I do revisit these times in my life where I'm just like, I can't believe that actually happened, and I lived through that and experienced that, and now I'm here. Because here is a pretty good place. I like here. I like here a lot. So keep watching my videos to see what happens next and to hear more about the past experiences that I've lived through and survived. They're great. If you want to book a tarot reading with me or a one-on-one session where we dive into your story and I support you and guide you and give you all the beautiful advice and helpful tips and powerful explorations in the moment that can support you, you can send me an email. What else? If you're interested in reading more of my poems, I put a bunch of them on Patreon on October 1st. So this is new. I don't have any members in my Patreon right now. So you could be one of the first ones. If you join my Patreon, I will give you a free reading, intuitively led. Oh, that feels icky. Why does that feel icky? I want to do something for you if you join my Patreon. How about if you join my Patreon, you get to see all the poems that are on my Patreon? Maybe that's enough. Maybe I don't have to offer anything else. I feel like I'm always over giving and it's like exhausting, and I need to just start like giving to myself and then presenting it to you and be like, here's what I made, here's what I did, either you like it or you don't, instead of, you know, trying to bribe people into like joining my Patreon by giving them another free thing. Like there's a bunch of really cool poems on it, and they're worth the, I think it's $22 a month. You get to see all the poems. And then if you pay $111, you get to see all the poems, and you get a custom poem. I'll write a poem for you based in your energy, which if you've ever had that done by me, I might have done it for you in a live stream. It's cool. It's really cool. And it's kind of like getting a reading, except I like write something for you. And then you also, there's going to be like a monthly live stream where I read all the poetry that's on the Patreon and talk more about the poetry and answer your questions. And that's going to happen every month once I have some members that can actually watch it. So yeah, pretty cool. You can invest in that. You can invest in a poet. I'm a real life poet. I need to start like owning that and being that. I've always had this like lingering, it's like this dark sneaky eel that swims in the surface of my subconscious that's totally sabotaging me, that basically says like I can't be myself and make money. Like people won't pay me for being myself. Like I need to be something else, something other than what I really am. And that sucks. Like what I really am as a writer, it comes so naturally for me. What I really am is supportive of others, living the life of their dreams, because I truly know what it's like to not be supported and to like constantly hear that you can't do things. It really makes things way more difficult when it can be so easy to get what you want. It's so easy to get what you want when you believe in yourself, and when you don't have anyone around you who's telling you you can't, and when you're actually like, I'm around someone every single day that truly believes in me and truly supports me. And I think that's why I'm starting to go so far. Like as soon as I met this person that's like around me all the time, that truly supports me, like that's when my YouTube channel started to gain more like energy and have more people around it. Like I feel like it's so essential for me to have people around me that truly believe in me. So thank you if that's you for truly believing in me. I'm like assuming that you truly believe in me, because why else would you spend like 13 minutes listening to me if you don't believe in me? I'm here, you believe in me. You're here, you believe in me. That's so cool. And yeah, I'm gonna go do everything I want to do. I hope you do the same. I'm loving you so much. And I can't wait to explore creation with you again. This is goodbye for now.